Yes, there are a lot of places nowadays to get your senior portraits taken. There's a lot of studios out there. There's a lot of people working out of their homes. They have digital cameras and they're open for business all of a sudden. So why would you come to me to do photography? Well, because I have this half-hour consultation with these students, I get to know a little bit more about their personality and what they want to do. It really allows my creative juices to start flowing and figuring out how I can make these kids look different than everybody else. In a studio, when you just walk in and have your portrait taken, you're going to look like they think you should look like. I want to photograph them who they are. So if I find out they're an athlete, I start thinking about who their favorite athletes are, how I can make them look like they're in an ad for their favorite sports drink or athletic clothing, whatever it is. I photographed a boy last year on a soccer field doing a bicycle kick in the air. How many studios are going to do that? Whether so that they play baseball or football or tennis or whatever it is, I like to go on location and photograph these kids. I also shoot a lot here in the studio. It allows me to get the light on them perfectly, and then I drop in digital backgrounds behind them, and you really can't tell the difference if the scene is lit properly and the background is chosen properly. If these kids are more into the model or the fashionista end of things, then what I do is take them on location and photograph them like they're on a model shoot on location. Or if they're here in the studio, I have sets built that makes them look like a model. And in the way you do the lighting makes them look like a model. I don't like to only shoot on location. I don't like to only shoot in the studio. So when I can combine both, they get the best of both worlds. Whether it's a 20-minute session or a 3-hour or longer session. The odds of you getting fantastic pictures are just so much greater when you have a really creative person behind the camera and the collaboration with the person in front of the camera. Again, that's where that consultation comes in, where I get to know them a little better and figure out what they want to do. I had a boy come in last year, and even though he's only 17 years old, he loves jazz music. He really idolizes Frank Sinatra. So he brought in a photograph of Frank Sinatra taken at his 50th birthday party. And he just loved it, so I tried to recreate it. The student brought in all his own clothes. I went out and got a microphone and lit him like he was a 1950s Frank Sinatra. And the boy was over the moon and thrilled with the image. His mother loved it. It was just a really collaborative effort. I couldn't have gotten that if I just found out that he likes to sing. You know, knowing that little bit more about him and taking that extra effort really goes a long way. So again, it's the creativity. Anybody can take a picture. I'm not just in the mode of taking pictures. I'm in the mode of creating portraits of who these kids are. I like to have fun when I'm doing it. I get really hyper, I get really excited, and I start talking fast and getting excited. The music's pumping in here. If I'm having fun, the students are having fun. And if they're having fun, the pictures always turn out better. They enjoy coming in. They have their own dressing room with their name on it. That kicks it off right away. They like having fun. They usually bring in loads of clothes. We kind of figure out what's going to work best for them and then go from there. I don't have a lot of preconceived ideas of how the session should go. I don't go with a lot of canned poses. You know, back when I was a senior in the Stone Ages, we used to do nice poses like this, and they just looked ridiculous, and they weren't the people. I had no idea what my personality was by looking at that picture. I go completely the opposite. I like the kids to be very natural, and this half-hour consultation I have allows them to know me a little bit more so they can really let their guard down and be themselves. And the more they're themselves, the more comfortable they are, the better the pictures turn out, and the more creative we usually can get. Usually the sky's the limit with what these kids want to do, within reason. But in the end, they always walk out with a smile on their face, and when they come back to look at their pictures, the smile gets even bigger, and then the parents also have a huge smile on their face because of what they're seeing. I think I picked the wrong week to try speaking English. Can't believe I just said that. Ay, ay, ay. I'm licking my lips like I'm in the desert. Stay classy, Fairboard. My stomach just made a noise. Did you hear that? It's a little loud. I don't get it. I can talk normally. You see why I like being behind the camera instead of in front of it? Great Odin's Raven. Is that funny? I can't do it.